Good morning, friends. Good morning to all. Welcome to online study in Sri Digambar Institute of Technology, Bhandaraj Mode, Dosa. This is JP Yadav from Electrical Department. Today's my topic is bipolar junction transistor. In previous lecture, we will discuss about basic of the transistors, types of transistors, what is NPN, what is PNP, and application of the transistors. Now today we will discuss about working of the transistors. How can it works? So working of a transistor we explain by this circuit diagram. So in the diode we saw that simple diode are made up of from pieces of semiconductor material, either silicon or germanium, to form a simple PN junction, and we also learned about their properties and characteristics. If we now join together two individual signal diode back to back, this will give us two PN junction connected together in series with say a common P or N terminal. The fusion of these two diodes produce a three-layer two-junction three-terminal device forming a basic of a bipolar transistor we know as BJT. Transistors are three-terminal active devices made from different semiconductor material that can act either an insulator or a conductor by the application of a small signal voltage. The transistor ability to change between these two states enables it to have two basic functions: switching or amplifications. So three main functions of here: active region, saturation region, and cutoff region. In active region, the transistor operates as an amplifier. In saturation regions, both transistors are charged, turned on, and in cutoff region, both the transistor is fully off. The word transistor is acronym and is a combination of the word transfer varistor used to describe their mode of operations. So, as the bipolar transistor is a three-terminal device, there are basically three possible ways to connect it within an electronic circuit, with one terminal being common to both the input and output. Each method of connection responding differently to its input signal within a circuit, as the static characteristics of the transistor vary with each circuit arrangement. These are called common base configuration, common emitter configuration, and common collector configuration. So what the terminal is common, and two terminal for input, two terminal for output, and one is common. Working of BJT. The BE junction at input is forward bias, input is forward bias. There are we use common base transistor, and the CB collector and base is reverse bias junction. The width of the depletion region of the CB junction is higher than the BE junction. Base and emitter junction depletion region is very thin, and in base and collector region depletion layer is more due to the input is forward bias and output is reverse biased. So in reverse bias mode, depletion layer increase, and in forward condition depletion region is reduced. The forward bias at the base emitter junction decrease the barrier potential and produce electrons to flow from the emitter to the base, and the base is a thin and lightly doped. It has very few holes and less amount of electrons from the emitter, about 2%. It recombine in the base region with holes, and from the base terminal it will flow out. So charge are flow from emitter to collector. So base are very thin, so minimum number of charges about 2% charge are recombined with opposite polarity, and 90% of charge goes to collector region. This initiates the base current flow due to the combination of electron and holes. The leftover large number of electrons will pass the reverse bias collector junction to initiate the collector current. By using KCL, we can observe the mathematical equation ammeter current is equal to base current and collector current. But the base current is very low, so we can write ammeter current is about equal to collector current. Here the operation of PNP transistor is the same as the NPN transistor. The only difference is only holes instead of electrons. The below diagrams show the PNP transistor of the active mode region like that. Ammeter current from ammeter, charge moves from ammeter. So ammeter is N type, NPN transistor here. P is base, E is N, C is N. So electrons from ammeter goes to base region. So charge moves in base region and current flow opposite to direction of charge, because electrons flow and current flow opposite to each other. So electrons go ammeter to base and base to collector, and current direction from opposite to the charge, collector to ammeter. E is N type, B is P type. So E is positive, E is negative, B is positive, so it is called forward bias. Collector is negative, base is positive, so it is connected with in reverse bias condition. So in active region, input is forward bias condition and output is reverse bias condition, so it is called active region, and current produced at output. What is the advantage of BJT? So high driving capability, high frequency operation. The digital logic family has an emitter coupled logics used in BJTs and a digital switch. And application are two different types of application in BJT. They are the three parts of BJT are collector, emitter, and base. So in common configuration there are three type of configuration according to common. Which terminal is common? Before knowing the bipolar junction transistor characteristics, we have to know about the mode of operation in types of transistor. So if the base is common, then it is called common base mode. If ammeter is common, then it is called common ammeter, and when collector is common, then it is called common collector mode. So diagram show in figure common base, common ammeter, and common collector. In diagram A, base is connected with input and output, then it is called common base, and output is connected at collector terminal, and input is ammeter and base terminal. And in figure B, ammeter is common and output is collected at collector. Input between base and ammeter, and output is between collector and ammeter. In diagram C, collector is common and output is collected at ammeter. So input is base and collector, output connected between E and C. So the PNP transistor has very similar characteristics to their NPN bipolar, except that the polarities of the current and voltage direction are reversed for any one of the possible three configuration looked at in this first: common base, common ammeter, common collector. Generally, PNP transistor requires a negative voltage at their collector terminal with the flow of current through the ammeter collector terminal being holes as opposed to electrons from the NPN types, because the moment of holes across the depletion layer tends to be slower than the electrons. PNP transistors are generally more slower than their equivalent NPN transistors, because NPN transistor is more faster comparison to PNP transistor. Ammeter current is equal to collector current and base current. So base current is minimum, so we can explain ammeter current is exactly is about equal to collector current, because the base current to flow in PNP transistor, the base need to be more negative than the ammeter. Approximately 0.7 volt for silicon device or 0.3 volt for the germanium device. With the formula used to calculate the base transistor. When when there are NPN transistor available, we are having two different types of transistor, PNP. NPN can be an advantage when the designing amplifier circuits such as class B amplifier that use complementary or matched pair transistor, or for reversible a hybrid motor control circuit. A pair of corresponding NPN PNP transistors with near identical characteristics to each other are called complementary transistors. For example, a TIP3055 NPN and TIP2955 PNP. So tip 3055 is NPN type and tip 2955 PNP transistor are good example of complementary of matched pair silicon power transistors. They have a DC current. We saw in the first that transistor section, the transistors are basically made up of the two diodes connected together back to back. We can use the analogy to determine whether a transistor is of the PNP or NPN by testing its resistance between the three terminal leads, ammeter, base and collector. By testing each pair of transistor leads in both directions will result in 6 tests in total with the expected resistance value in ohms. Ammeter base terminals, the ammeter to base should act like a normal diode and conduct one way only. Collector base terminal, the collector base junction should act like a normal diode and conduct one way only. Ammeter collector terminal, the ammeter collector should not conduct in either direction. So collector and ammeter terminal. In PNP transistor resistance is very high. In NPN transistor resistance is very high. The resistance between collector and base of PNP transistor is very low, but in NPN transistor is very high. And now resistance between ammeter and collector terminal of PNP and NPN is very high, and resistance between ammeter and base, PNP transistor resistance is very low but NPN transistor is very high. Base collector terminal, base and collector in PNP transistor resistance is very high, but in NPN transistor resistance is very low between base and collector terminal. Resistance between base and ammeter terminal of PNP transistor is very high, but NPN transistor is very low. So NPN, the electron circuit configuration and switching circuits are used. We use NPN transistor. We used as AC signal amplifier. The transistor's base biasing voltage is applied to that. It operates within its active region and the linear part of the output characteristics curve are used. However, both the NPN PNP types bipolar transistor can be made of operate as a on-off type solid state switch for controlling high power device such as motor, solenoids or lamps. If the circuit uses the transistor as a switch, Then the biasing is arranged to operate in the output characteristics curve seen previously in the areas known as the saturation and cut off region as shown. So it's the working and types of the configuration of transistor. So thanks to all for watching my video.